Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching another video. Today I want to give you 3 reasons why every household should have an electric kettle. And as always, guys, if at the ending of the video you want to purchase this electric tea kettle, make sure you check out the link in the description below. Friends, the cold weather season is upon us, and there's nothing more satisfying than enjoying your favorite hot beverage without the worry of burning your mouth. And that's what an electric tea kettle does in a very quick, efficient amount of time. And once you figure out what temperature you like your beverage at, you don't have to worry about it. You just set it, let it boil, and you're fine. So it doesn't matter if you're trying to steep your own tea, if you're trying to enjoy some hot chocolate, if you happen to brew your own coffee, or if you just needed some boiling water to make your favorite ramen, an electric tea kettle is where it's at. This electric kettle is made by Bonavita, a favorite of home coffee brewers around the world, and this is their base model. Very easy. This plastic here is just a cover to stop the heating element base from getting wet. You don't have to use it, but I keep it on there to stop it from getting moisture on it. Controls are very easy. Oh, here's what the bottom of the kettle looks like. Right, and it just sits right on that heating element, and it does heat water very quickly. Controls are very easy. This is your on and on switch here. You have your presets. Let's say you know you're going to do maybe green tea that's a little bit lighter. You can start at 140 or wherever you want to go. Those are the presets that are on there. Here's how you adjust the temperature, minus and plus. If there's a temperature where you want to heat water for more than maybe like 5 or 6 minutes, like up to an hour, you would hold the temperature here, and this is your toggle switch between Fahrenheit and Celsius. Very basic controls. Alright, the next feature I want to point out about this electric kettle is the fact that the spout is a gooseneck. Now, why is it there? Yes, it looks really cool and very elegant, and it just kind of flows out of the kettle. But the reason you would want a gooseneck is if you're brewing your own coffee, and again, this is not going to be so much if you're making hot chocolate or tea. Temperature is the most important thing, well, as well as brewing your own coffee, because the temperature will affect the way that it tastes when you drink it and how in the brewing process or steeping process. But here, this spout is specifically for things like coffee grinds. You want to have the ability to control the flow as much as possible, so when you're pouring it over those coffee grinds, you're not blowing it all over the filter. And also you can control the positioning in the filter as you're pouring it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Alright, we're going to brew some coffee. So first thing is we're going to turn this on, and I normally have it pre-selected to 205 degrees. That's where I like to have the temperature for my coffee. So we're going to take a few minutes, let it heat up, and I'll be right back. And I don't know if you can hear it, but just to show you how fast it gets to temperature, you can see how fast the temperature is rising there. It just keeps clicking away. Alright, that's eventually going to hit 205 degrees. I'm going to move this off to the side. So there's about 250 grams of water in there. But what I want to show you is just how accurate your placing needs to be. So this is a Hario V60. And you can see here that the grains, about 15 grams of ground up beans in there. Kind of medium to fine grind on that. But if you have a regular kettle, you're going to be dropping the water way down in there, and it's going to blast the grinds all over the place. And that's not what you want. You want to have the ability to place the spout where you want to and control the flow of it and the positioning of it, or the location of it in there. So let me show you what I'm talking about. We're going to just do about 50 grams, or just a little bit of a pour first. So you can see how low I can get in here and just kind of start in the middle and then go out toward the edges and really control the flow and the positioning. You can see that nice bloom happening. Oh, that beautiful smell. Maybe a little bit more for the bloom. Keep that bubble going. Now you can see just how much I'm controlling it and the positioning of it in the filter. Again, if it didn't have that gooseneck, I wouldn't be able to get down in there and do that. Alright, this should be finishing up here. Oh man, doing this is so therapeutic. I'll just give this a quick swirl. Alright, that's almost done. And I'll have enough for 1 cup of coffee there. But you can see just how useful having that gooseneck is when you're making your own coffee. Now, the last reason I think everybody should have an electric kettle in their kitchen is the fact that it just gives you a lot of good vibes. Even when you just look at this thing, it's like, man, it makes you feel kind of good when you're making your own coffee, right? You're grinding your own beans, you're controlling the temperature of the water, the amount of water that's being put in there. You're in control. You feel like a craftsperson, and you feel a little bit more sophisticated. And don't get me wrong, I don't do this all the time. I have K-cups just like everybody else, but maybe you're on a special occasion. Maybe you have people over as guests, or maybe you're on your first or second date. You ask the person if they want tea or coffee, and you break out one of these things. It does give that person a little bit different perspective of you, I think, instead of putting it in the microwave. Well, all right, guys, that's been your review of the Bonavita electric kettle. Remember, if you want to purchase this item, make sure you check out the link in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.